So as you probably know by now, I run an agency, and in this video, what I'm gonna do is talk about some of the problems with the SMMA space and some of the downsides and the downfalls that mainly it seems like beginners fall into. I'm gonna talk about a couple traps that most people don't really talk about. So let's dive in. Now, I think I'm a good person to speak on this because I didn't always offer SMMA. So I started off in web design, and then I ended up doing SEO shortly after that, and then Google ads, and then I pivoted into social media marketing and running ads on Facebook, Instagram, that kind of stuff, and then I've done high level. So I've offered a wide range of services, and this video particularly is about SMMA. So the first thing is that it seems like most people that offer SMMA or that want to start some kind of SMMA agency think that they have this like box of, we just run ads on social media and we just run ads on Facebook, we just run ads on Instagram. Well, what happens if the client doesn't need ads on social media? What happens if the clients actually want something completely different? What happens when your industry actually gets better results on Google? What happens when in your industry you can get much better results running ads on TikTok, let's say? Or what happens when you choose to pivot into email marketing, right? And I think when you get so fixated on like, we just run an SMMA agency, all we do is just run ads on social media and that's it. I think that's kind of a flawed mentality. And that's why something I preach is SWAS, which is software with a service. So you offer a software and then you also offer a service and you give them what they need, right? You don't try to fit a service and you don't try to fit a monthly retainer to a client that doesn't actually need this service. And you can see that from my live sales calls. I don't even know what I'm gonna sell them until I'm on the call. I have an idea, but if they tell me, you know, their budget is X or they're doing this many projects per month, you know, they're generating this kind of revenue, I know I'm not going to sell them SMMA. I'm gonna sell them a SaaS plan. And so what we're gonna do is sell them that, or maybe they need a new website and then I'll sell them a new website. And I think that when you get so fixated on, I just run an SMMA agency, you end up turning away a lot of business and you end up turning away customers that otherwise will be happy to work with you. So for example, you jump on a sales call and really what someone needs is they need their website updated, right? Maybe their website doesn't look very good, right? Maybe they're getting a lot of traffic on their website, but they're not converting a lot of those people into paying customers, right? Or maybe they're just so bad at following up, or maybe they have no way to track what their salespeople are doing, right? Maybe they have not enough reviews. And instead of offering this as a service to them as a downsell, right? The hard part is getting this business owner on the phone. The hard part is doing the outreach to get them to even say yes to you, to show up on Zoom or to show up in person if that's what you're doing. Which, by the way, that's actually how I started, which is I would meet business owners in freaking person. I'm from Buffalo, so I'd be driving in the snow to a meeting just for the client to text me like 5 minutes before, hey man, not gonna be able to make it. So just when you think you have no-shows on Zoom, just remember at least it's not an in-person no-show. That's way worse. But anyways, so instead of offering them what they need, and instead of helping this business owner and building a real relationship with them where it's win-win, where you genuinely do help them, right? Do like a reactivation campaign or just help them follow up with leads. You're trying to just only push Facebook ads. You just ignore Google ads altogether, or you just ignore the fact that, you know, maybe they already have a system that works better, right? Sometimes if I jump on a Zoom call with a client and they're telling me that they're getting a lot of leads, they like the quality of the leads and so forth, then sometimes, and they're not ready, let's say, to do Facebook or Instagram ads, what I'll do is just tell them, great, why don't we install this follow-up and nurture sequence into your business so you can just follow up with your leads better. So in my niche, in my industry, a lot of these guys buy leads, but they buy leads from other sources and other platforms. And there's other like directories that they buy leads from and stuff. And so something I even will do is I'll tell them, look, just keep your current lead sources, right? You're spending $1,000 a month, you're getting X leads, and that's fine if you don't want to move forward with me today, but let's do this. Let's install my automation software to follow up with all your leads and to book appointments from those leads automatically, right? So now I'm selling them what they need. And that's the downsell, which is the high level package for $300 a month. And we follow up with those leads for them. And so I think if you just in your mind tell yourself, I run an SMMA agency, you're just gonna discard that and you're gonna try to hard close them, or you're just gonna let them go and you're gonna keep following up with them. Hey, are you ready for Facebook ads? Or hey, how are your leads doing? How are, and I think overall, it's just not the best way to do it. Thing you can do in the beginning to get your foot through the door and just give them a lot of value. Maybe that's even just telling them a bunch of advice on their website that they can do, and just having them take your advice and give it to their web designers. They can readjust their website. They're going to remember you. And when they're ready to get more leads, when they're ready to sign up for another service, guess what they're gonna call? They're gonna call you. And then also, we do database reactivation campaigns for the agency, and I feel like no one else does this, and I don't know why this is so new, but the same thing we do for our clients, right, which is take past lead lists and send them emails and send them text messages. We do the same thing for the agency. So anyone that books an intro call or that books a demo call, right, a sales call, then you can still reach out to them and give them an offer, right? Send them an automatic text message, send them an automatic email, and see if they're still interested. And they'll remember that goodwill that you actually put in, and they'll remember the help that you gave them on that call. One important thing that you can keep in mind is, instead of viewing yourself as an SMMA agency, just think to yourself, what does the client need? What do they need to be successful? It's not about just offering Facebook ads, Instagram ads. It's about helping them solve a problem. And if they don't have that problem of even leads, maybe they're getting leads, solve for other problems. Be an actual growth consultant. And if you don't know what you're doing in the beginning, then just simply offer it for free for a testimonial. And then keep getting experience. And as you keep doing sales calls, as you keep doing intro calls, demo calls, and as you get better and better on the phone, it's also all about your personal evolution as well, and how much better you become. So you working with them, even though it's free, you're still leveling up and you're still learning a lot. You're learning how to onboard, you're learning how to deal with objections. And as you do all of this, you'll become a better business owner and figure out how to solve problems. So that way, in the future, you'll know exactly what to do. So anyways, long story short, just hanging out here on my rooftop and figured I'd make this video here in the shade. Just got done with a bunch of work here. It's still midday, probably have to eat some lunch here soon. But anyways, I hope you found it useful, and I will see you on the next one.